CPU internal components. Motherboard components. USB header, mounting holes, keyboard controller, by flash BIOS ROM, ISA bus slots, PCI bus slots, media bus slots, mounting holes, real time clock, CMOS memory, CPU socket, voltage regulators, case pin connectors, capacitors, anti-static form, jumpers, onboard secondary chips, RAM expansion slot chipsets, SIM sockets, floppy header, ID headers, power connectors, Super IO controller, parallel port header, serial port header, mouse header, keyboard connector. Campaign chip, processor, wireless LAN, audio codec, LCD power supply, backlight power supply, internal micro SD slot, 5-volt supply, 3-volt supply, embedded controller, battery charger, power supply, clocksmith, 1-volt power supply, 1.2 volts of power supply, V-core power supply, SDMMC slot, 1.8 memory power supply, 2.8 power supply, RAM, SD RAM. This laptop motherboard, CPU internal design, CPU arithmetic logic unit, control unit, registers, memory cache, controllers, system bus, control bus, address bus, data bus to RAM IO devices. Basic architecture of CPU. First, flash BIOS, LPC bus, Super IO, serial port, parallel port, floppy disk, keyboard, mouse. 2. South bridge, IO controller hub, IDE, SATA, USB, Ethernet, audio codec, CMOS memory, cables and ports leading off board. This is PCI bus connected to PCI slots. Internal bus connected to north bridge. Memory controller hub, memory bus, memory slots. This is AGP PCI Express high speed graphic bus, graphic card slot. North bridge to front side bus, CPU. Clock generator, north bridge and south bridge total called as chipset. C. South bridge, north bridge. South bridge is connected to PCI slots, hard disk, south bridge connected to north bridge, front side bus, CPU, RAM and graphic card. C. South bridge, IO bridge, disk controller, hard disk, DVD, USB port controller, USB ports, PCI bus connected to PCI slots, PCI Express, network interface, Wi-Fi, Ethernet. South bridge connected to north bridge, memory bridge to main memory, PCI Express to graphic processing unit, display, external CPU bus, External bus unit, CPU core, cache bus, cache memory. External bus unit, CPU core, cache bus, cache memory. Memory, CPU, IO bus. CPU, ALU, PC, IR. Address bus, MAR. Data bus, MDR. Control bus, CU. Accumulator, general purpose registers. Bus architecture. Motherboard bus architecture. First, BIOS, Super IO, keyboard, mouse, serial, parallel ports, etc. LPC bus, South Bridge, IO controller hub, connected to PCI bus, on-board graphics, IDE, SATA, USB, Ethernet, etc. These are off-board parallel peripherals. South Bridge PCI bus, PCI slots, internal bus, go to North Bridge memory controller hub to memory bus, memory slots, BSB backside bus, FSB front side bus. North bridge connected to CPU, front side bus. CPU connected to cache memory, backside bus. Front side bus connected to clock chip. North bridge connected to AGP slot, high speed graphic card slot. C. South bridge, North bridge, RAM, CPU, PC express slots, graphic card, network card, sound card. South bridge connected to keyboard, mouse, printer, monitor.